Hello everybody, viklasthemad here, bringing you some action from the bathtub! We're in the bathtub! Oh my god, this mode was absolutely adorable. So, if you haven't gotten the chance to check this out, you better hurry up because it's only going to be around for like maybe a couple more days. As a matter of fact, I'm recording this on the 5th, and I think I read that this is going to be up until the 11th, so you've got maybe about a week left. A little bit short of that, actually. But yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. I highly recommend checking it out, giving it a whirl. You can actually gain some experience for it, but it's like mission experience. It's not actually experience for the battle, and it's free experience. So there is that. But the battle mode doesn't cost you anything. You don't really gain anything out of it, although you can complete some missions and challenges and get some like signal flags and some premium consumables, which is nice. The battle modes themselves, it all takes place in this big bathtub with all the floaty bath toys floating around, which is really cool looking, and all the ships are exactly the same with the exception of the consumables that they get. Here I'm in the American Bottlesheep. The Bottlesheep gets a smoke generator as its consumable, but the consumables, you've got like 100 uses, and I'm not exaggerating there. You have 100 uses of your consumable, but the consumable only lasts like maybe a second or two. But the cooldown is really, really quick. The American Bottlesheep has the smoke generator cooldown consumable, and then the German Das Boot has the hydroacoustic search. The Japanese Pokeboat has the repair cooldown, and the what was it? The Scrappy Boat, I think, is what the Russian one is called, and it's we'll see it here later. It's got the oh bother. The speed boost cooldown. So, but yeah, I'm here in the Bottlesheep, and just listen to, first of all, listen to the guns. You've got two main guns and a torpedo launcher, which launches a single short range torpedo from the front, which is different. But your main guns, you listen to them, they sound like pop guns, and launching the torpedo is even funnier. And occasionally you will hear something that sounds like a squeaky toy sound, and that's just a side effect of damaging hits. And you got these star streams that come out from behind your shells as they streak across, and it's just a whole lot of fun. But I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous, and these are tier 0 plus ships that you get. And I'm just tearing this poor guy to pieces here. It's absolutely horrible. But and down he goes. Somebody else got the kill, unfortunately, but we got another one here on low health. Maybe we'll sneak one in on him. And our health is pretty bad as it is. But nope, somebody else ninjas the kill on that one as well. So we're going to have to maneuver here to not crash into the friendly Bottlesheep there. But yeah, it is just absolutely ridiculous, and a whole lot of goofy fun in this battle mode. So really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. You get your standard loadout of high explosive or armor piercing. It does make a difference which one you use, where you shoot the enemy ship with each one. High explosive, obviously, just like any other situation, does a lot of damage if you fire it into the superstructure. As you can see there, it did 1,200 damage with that hit. But if you look at the amount of hit points that these things have, it's absolutely ridiculous, and you have to beat the crap out of each other in order for anyone to actually get sunk. There are 4 capture points on the map, all located in the center. Each team starts with 1 capture point already under their control, but it's the one that's furthest away from them. So you start off going, if you go directly into the center, you start off heading directly towards the enemy's already captured flag. Win conditions are pretty standard. You either win by forcing the opposing team to 0 points, getting your team up to 1,000 points, or sinking everybody on the enemy team. Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun, and it is as ridiculous as it looks. But it's so worth the time. So, I really don't have much to say about the battle itself. It's just a lot of fun. No matter how many times I say it, I cannot express enough how much fun this battle mode really is. And I poured so much time into it. This is all I've got, too, this week, is just this battle mode, just like with the World of Tanks episode yesterday. All I'm bringing you today is the April Fool's mode. But I've spent far more time in the bathtub than I did on the moon. If you don't know what I'm talking about there, go check out, first of all, if you play World of Tanks, go check out the Moon Mayhem battle mode with the IS 8-ball. It is a lot of fun as well. But I have to say, this is far more fun. Just as standard, I have more fun with World of Warships than I do with World of Tanks anyway. But I do enjoy playing both. But this is just so much more fun. So, and this battle is about to come to a close here. We're about to breach 900 points. There we go. 935, and we're about to cap out at 1,000 points and win this one on points, which is rather convenient for that last guy on the other team. he gets to go home, and there it is. We've won that one. So, and you'll see here briefly, no experience and no credits earned. Or maybe you won't. Maybe that my cut there was a little short. But yeah, take my word for it. No credits and no experience earned for that. Here we are in the Bathyscrap. That's what it was. The Bathyscrap is the Russian ship that you get, and again, it's 100% the same as the other 3 ships. The only difference being the consumable that you get, and you can see down there it's the speed boost consumable, and it only lasts for a short burst, but you get 100 uses of it, and it cools down ridiculously fast. And I mean, just look around the room here. I don't want to say battlefield. I don't want to say anything like that. But look around the room here. Inside the window there, you can see the potted plants sitting there, and all the different towels and bath soaps and other things sitting up there on the shelf. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. And you've got like a shampoo bottle floating along in the water here, along with the bath toys, and it's just, whoever came up with this, they give them a raise. Wargaming, whoever designed this, give them a raise. They absolutely deserve it. It's just so much fun. This is the most fun I have ever had in any of these games in a very long time. So, and I really, once I really got into it, and I started really messing around with it, I got to the point where I didn't care if I won or lost. I really didn't care. I was just out there to have fun. And it really shouldn't matter to you whether you win or lose in these matches. It's about going out there and having fun. You don't gain anything by winning. You don't lose anything if you lose. It's just a whole lot of fun, and we were just short of getting the kill on that guy. The shells landed just after he went down. So, but yeah, it's a lot of ridiculous fun. That's all this is. And if you go into your port, real quick, I want to point out, because I'm seeing him on the shampoo bottle there. Or maybe that's bubble bath, I don't know. But, big collision there. Wiped them both out. You're going to see me do something similar to that. But if you look there, you can see the fishy there. And if you look on the wall, if you saw on the wall there was the bearded captain up there. If you go into your port and you select one of these ships, first thing you're going to notice is you're going to see that bearded cartoony captain popping around in different places on your ship. And I do mean popping. He's got like a magical teleport sound that he makes. And there on the wall is another picture of the fish. I'll get to him in a minute. But there's the captain. There he is. But yeah, he's popping around on different points in the ship. Oh, and we got one. Cool. But he's popping around at different points on the ship and checking out different things, like checking out the barrels on the guns and checking out the steering and all that, all this and that, and it's a lot of fun. And I thought about ramming that guy, but I thought, no, I want to stay in this. I'm having too much fun. So, but I'm not going to last very long. Unfortunately, I'm about to go down, which is very sad. But anyway, the second thing you'll notice is when you look at where your commander should be, you do have a commander. His name is Fishling, and he's that little yellow cartoon fish with a captain's hat. And there we go. So ends the Bathyscrap. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. So here's the Japanese version, the Pokeboat. That's right, the Pokeboat. I'm sure you can tell from both name and color scheme what they were going for here. But yeah, this is so goofy and so much fun. I can't get over it. I'm still laughing about it. I've got a big smile on my face. It's one of the most enjoyable things that I've done in a long time. But yes, Fishling is your commander on these ships. And Fishling starts out with 3 commander skill points. Now, on all 4 ships, it's a different Fishling. He looks exactly the same, except for the hat that he's got matches the commanders of that nation. But other than that, he's the cartoon yellow fish with the big goofy smile and the big googly eyes, and yeah, he's cute and adorable and weird and goofy and awesome, and he's everything this game mode is. But yeah, Fishling on all 4 ships has 3 commander skill points, and on all 4 ships I gave the survivability boost skill, the level 1, the rank 1 rather, survivability skill, and I also gave last stand with the other 2 points. Turns out that was a complete waste, because anytime you take any incapacitating hits, the repair time is incredibly fast. They just, like most of the time with these April Fool's battles, they don't want to take you out of the action. They want you to just keep on going, keep on plugging away. And it turns out that it makes these rounds go rather fast. But yeah, I don't know what you would do with those 3 skill points, really. And we almost get rammed here. Almost take a hit from a friendly and just barely squeak by. Toys. Water. Squeak. Unintentional pun. Sorry. Sometimes I get in a very punny mood. But anyway, that was unintentional. but it was a pun nonetheless. So yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying, I don't know what you would do with those three skill points. I really don't know what you would give Fishling that would give you any kind of an edge, other than maybe the artillery boost. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe some of these other players did do that, and that's why I went down so fast. Especially with the what was it, the Bathyscrap. But yeah, and you can see here, I pointed out earlier, the Japanese one, the Pokeboat, here gets the repair consumable. And I've used it quite a few times already, and you look at how quick it comes off a cooldown. I've just used it, and already it's ready to go again. So there it goes again. And it takes 10 seconds. It takes 10 seconds for it to come back up. Your main battery guns take 5 seconds to reload. The torpedo launcher reloads really, really fast as well. I mean, everything is just fast-paced. It's now in this battle mode, and it's just, it adds to the fun, really. I mean, it's over way before you want it to be over. But, I mean, the whole time it's going on, you're having a lot of fun. And I'm pretty sure that guy disconnected. Because he just stopped doing anything all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he was a bot or what, or maybe he just decided he didn't like this mode anymore. I don't know what's going on with him, but he was going along, he was plugging along, and he was doing a number on me, and he had every advantage. If he'd have continued on, he probably would have taken me out, but he just stopped for no apparent reason. He completely stopped dead in the water, stopped firing his guns, stopped turning his guns to face me. He just shut down. I don't know what happened there. But I had to take my attention away from him because here comes an enemy Pokeboat coming down on me. And he's actually fighting. So really had to pay attention to him. Now, what I hadn't done at this point was, because I was just having too much fun and I really didn't care, I didn't look at the scores. And I didn't see that, they have 2 caps and we have none. They had 3 caps there for a while. But the score is 210 to 625. And you can see there, I did an incapacitation on the guy, on this guy, and he repaired it very quickly. I did another one, and he repairs it very quickly. He was on fire, and the fire got put out very quickly. It's ridiculous. The repair times are really, really quick, and if they're not quick enough for you, you do have the damage control party cooldown, and it comes off of cooldown almost instantly. So you're never down. And this guy and I were trading shots at each other, and I'm trying to use my repair cooldown and stay in the fight, and he's using his, but I wasn't able to keep up. And I set him on fire again, but he put it out, which is lucky for him, because if the fire hadn't gone out, the fire would have taken him out before his damage repair came off of cooldown. So we lost that one on points, unfortunately. But here we are in Das Boot, and this was the last one. This is the German bathtub ship. The description for these ships, they all say construction year 2016, of course, and the description for the ships all say the same thing. They all say a very pocketable battleship, which I think is funny because they're all cruisers. I think that's part of the joke. But they are all cruisers. They are all the same exact ship, and so forth. And you can see I've got the hydroacoustic search, which it has a little bit longer of a cooldown than any of the other consumables, but that's okay. It does come in handy. The first time I used it there, I was able to spot somebody at a distance that I wouldn't have been able to normally spot them. And so there they are again. Now, I'm not spotting them now. Some of our guys who are out in the middle of the map are spotting them. But they're within range of the guns, and the guns do have a very good range. They wanted to make sure that you could actually, get out there and play. So, both teams are currently in the process of swapping those beginning caps. But we're actually hammering the guys that are in our cap and keep resetting the cap count while they're doing the same to us, quite frankly. So the scores are going to stay relatively even for a while. But we get into a head-on with this Pokeboat, and we get into a little game of chicken. We launch torpedoes at him. He launches torpedoes at us. We're firing the forward main gun at him. He's firing his forward main gun at us. And we're coming in at each other at full speed ahead. We've hit him with a torpedo. He hits us with a torpedo shortly afterwards. There it goes right there. He tries to turn away, but nope. We're not having any of that. So that was the end of that one. And that was the last match I had in any of these ships. I just wanted to go out with a bang, and I stopped caring about winning and damage. I just wanted to have fun. So that was all I did all day yesterday, recorded all of this, and had a lot of fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed all of that. I highly suggest you go out, get on World of Warships. If you're not already, set yourself up with an account. Go try that out and have a lot of fun. Hope you join me for Talk Time tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. If you really enjoy what you see, go ahead and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow on Talk Time. Until then, take care, everybody.